All right, this is Grade 2, Module 4, Lesson 20. We are going to continue connecting our math drawings to that standard algorithm, and only this time we're going to have some regrouping, probably requiring regrouping twice. And let's get started. So it says first we're supposed to solve it vertically, and then we are supposed to draw the chips in the place value chart. All right, so first we're going to do the math using that standard algorithm, and so let's get going on that. So it's going to be 96 plus 39, and now we're going to add the ones. Now, teachers and parents, it's important that we make sure our students line up the ones columns and line up the tens columns. And so now we're going to add. And so let's see, 6 plus 9 is 15. So what you might want to tell the kids is, how do we say that in a different way? 15. Well, you could say it as a 15 is a 10 plus 5 ones. So when we've added these together to get 15, students might say, oh, that's a 10 plus 5 ones. So that's how we're going to be kind of labeling or talking about our regrouping. It's a 10 plus 5 ones. And now we can add together our tens column. So we have 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. So that's 13 tens. So 13 is a 10 plus 3. So it's 13 tens is 1 in the hundreds column plus 3 in the tens column left over. So 13 is a 10 and 3 left over. And then adding the hundreds column, we have nothing up here, we have 1 down here, so we end up with 135. Now let's model this on our place value chart just to be sure. And so let's start with 96. So 96 would be 9 in the tens column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 90. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our 96. And now let's model 39. So that's going to be 10, 20, 30. So there's our 30. And then 9 in the ones column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is where students are going to see the connection between this standard algorithm and the manipulatives that they've been using. So we could see 6 up here, 9 down here, all together that's 15. So our students are going to be able to see that you can definitely bundle 10 together and you're going to have 5 left over. So you're going to be able to bundle 10. There's our 10. And you can have 5 left over. Here's our 5 that are left over right here. And then these 10 come on over here. So that's kind of like what we did over here. When we added 6 and 9 and got 15, we put the 5 that were left over right here, and the 10 got placed right here, kind of like this dot right here. Now we're going to add. We've got 9 up here plus 1 down here. 9 plus 1 is 10, so we can see that we've got 13 total. So that means we can bundle 10 together. These 3 are going to be left over, and these 10 can be bundled together for a hundreds column. And then our answer is 1 in the hundreds column, so 135. And now teachers and parents, you can hopefully connect this manipulative to the standard algorithm over here. The idea being, we don't want this standard algorithm to be just a mental thing that the students memorize without it making sense. We really want to connect it to the manipulatives. This one will go a little bit quicker. Let's just start by modeling the official standard algorithm. So we've got 65 plus 97. I've lined up the ones column and the tens column. And now I can add our ones, so 5 plus 7. Doing a little decomposition, I could take the 5 from this 7, 5 and 5 is 10, plus 2 extra. So there's my 12. So a 12 can be thought of as a 10 plus 2 ones. And now we can add our tens column. So we have 6, 9, and 1. So that's 16 tens. So 16 tens is equal to 100 plus 6 tens left over. So that's 1 with 6 left over. And then in our hundreds column, we have just this 100 right here. So our answer is 162. Now if we're going to model this using the place value chart, let's get going on that. So first we're going to model 65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's our 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 65. Now modeling 97. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so now we can group them. So we have 5 and 5 is 10, plus these 2 left over. So there's my 2 left over, and these 10 can bundle together to be 1 in the tens column. And now I can add our tens. And we can see that, let's see, I can see that these 5 plus these 5 equal a 10. So those 10, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left over. So let's see if I want to do this. How can I do this? I'm going to say these 5 plus these 5. This is kind of not exactly the way EngageNY advocates doing it, but I just want to see students grouping things together in a way that makes sense. So 5 and 5 is 10. So we have 1 in the hundreds column. And then what do we have left over? We have 1 plus these 4 plus this 1. So we have 6 left over in the tens column. And then in the hundreds column, we just have 1. So our answer is 162. And of course we knew that because we had it over here. And that is grade 2, module 4, lesson 20, where we're really starting to focus on using that standard algorithm. However, we're using our place value charts to make sure we're doing everything correctly.